Hello, hello. Hello. There we go. We're all set. Mr. Kiko.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I still got those dark circles under my eyes. Look like I got black eye.
I thought you weren't going to have one last week.
I wasn't, but I thought my mother's thing was on Christmas Eve, and it was actually on Christmas Day. So my daughter. I had to tell my kids to go over there, otherwise there wouldn't be anybody there. But my daughter, her husband, and my son and his girlfriend came.
Yeah,
So
that's okay. I was down at my mother's house anyways.
I kind of figured that. So how's the retirement thing going for you?
Good. Just finished my second month. Haven't done a thing constructive.
And yeah, me either. I keep saying I'll get out of the house and walk around, but when I do, then I'm huffing and puffing. It's just I got my suitcases. I bought a scale so I could weigh them, and the one you can carry on, you're allowed. They don't say this to people over there. International flight weight, luggage weight is different. The luggage weight, domestic, is was that 7 kilograms? Yeah, 15 pounds or 44. Because the last time back in 2013, I had to pay a fine for being over. And
What's
they
a
don't.
check-in baggage? How
Yeah,
much
the,
is
the
that
check
each?
the check baggage is 44 pounds. It
Ah,
it and you take that turboprop 320, that 320 aircraft it is. So I got stung on that once. Hey, oh, Mr. Suit, I didn't put my shit on. I should have put mine on, man. At least from the jacket and the shirt.
Jeez, Christian, you going somewhere?
You look dressed up like a guy that's gonna get laid. What the hell? But anyway, I had to pay the fines both directions. So my laptop put it over. It was like 16 pounds. So I read up on it a little further, and it allowed me to. It allows you to carry your laptop. So I'm good then because I did not want to not put nothing in my carry on because of if the check bag gets lost, you know.
Do you still have to have your test within 3 days or something?
Yeah. I just made my appointment yesterday. I had my appointment and I'm glad I almost messed this up. I had my appointment for 11 a.m. and they want 72 hours prior. My flight leaves at 10:40. But my question is,
They want prior to leaving or prior to arrival in the Philippines?
well, prior to when I get on the plane, that's only for the airlines.
Because that plane trip usually takes a minimum 22 hours.
No. It's 72 hours prior to when your flight leaves.
Okay.
But my question is it 72 hours from the time you take the test or from the time the results come in?
Right.
To me, there if it's before they come in, that's 24 hours of wasted time.
Or are they guaranteeing that your results are going to be back within a certain time frame?
Yeah, they got rid of the cheap test, the real and I got a different one where the my son took it also. They got back to him in 25 hours. That's through the I forget what it's called, but it's that one that only took within 2 hours to come up with. My Walgreens doesn't do that anymore. So I took the second one like he's got,
So
and
how do
that's
they notify you electronically, or you got to go get a
yeah.
piece of paper?
No. They notify you electronically through email, and you print it out. But next year the formula or the way they're doing it is different now, and I have yet to experience that because obviously it's not next year yet. And all I can guess is that the basic information like your name. That's all on file there. You know, your itinerary, the addresses where you live or where you're going to be staying. What I think is they're getting rid of a lot of the excess paperwork.
At the last you heard, what's your quarantine time going to be?
Well, as it stands up today, it is 5 days. They test you on the fifth day. So they had lowered it to 3, but when this new variant came out, they put it back up to 5. And after talking to JB about it, I didn't realize that if I get out of my hotel early, or if they come up with, in 3 days, say, I got to go to a different hotel. I can't stay at the quarantine hotel if I test negative.
Oh, do you get your
Ain't
money
that a
back?
kicker, man? It's all about money over there.
Yeah, do you get your money back for the last 2 days or no?
Yeah, you do. Well, I'm saying yes because Philip from Rizzuto Family Vlogs went through the deal about a month ago or so, a little more. And she told him back then it was 7 days, and he booked one extra day, unbeknownst to him. And when it came to that last day, the lady said, "Oh, it looks like you overbooked by one day." So they gave him the money back.
If you don't mind me asking, what do they charge for 5 days? It all depends where you stay, right?
Yeah, it does. And mine is right down the street from. I had it made because it was right down the street from Malaysia. Mine was the quarantine price was 74
Per night.
per night,
Wow.
and I'm kind of disappointed because they supply
Meals?
they supply the microwavable dinners 3 times a day. So
That's a lot of cash for the Philippines. 75 bucks a
well,
night.
that ain't nothing compared to their regular. Happy New Year, JB. That ain't nothing to their regular. Um, the regular charge for that room is over $100 to 130, something like that.
Man, what a scam.
Hell yeah! Because you go in that room, it reminds me of a Holiday Inn from 40 years ago. I said there's nothing that warrants that price at
It's
that
like 1
hotel.
month's rent for that room
But
in the
on the
Philippine
plus
market.
side, you can't use the pool, you can't use the gym, right? You just got to sit there. And then if you do go to a non-quarantine one, you got to pick one with a pool, and that would be I would have to pay for 2 days, even though I would only spend one night there because my flight leaves at like uh, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on 17th.
So I imagine you'd have to, from the airport, go straight there. You probably won't even get a chance to get a new SIM card so you could use your
Well,
phone.
he had said that Philip had said he went through there, and there were 2 guys there that were selling SIM cards. Now, how much time? I forget how much they were, but you can get you know, now that probably was for because they load, so that's probably for 24 hours. Because they got the 8 hours, they got the 4 hours, they got the 24 hours. So, well, she's here but sleepy. Did you get drunk last night, JB? That's the question. Oh, he came back right away when I said that one.
Yeah, my brother wanted to borrow something for the oven. He's making a cake.
uh, I I had it made because if if everything works out, and I got that day and a half. I planned on spending that day going to my brother-in-law's and going over there Manila Bay. I got one brother-in-law up there, two, but he got a little girl, cute little girl, baby girl. So I had planned on doing that. Now I probably should have got more than $500 worth of pesos because it's going to cost me more.
When's your follow-on plane trip to Bhutan? When you have that scheduled for?
That's the 17th. I leave the afternoon of the 17th, 1:00 or something. Got my paper right here. 1:30.
And my wife was talking to her cousin who used to be a policewoman there.
Mm-hmm.
She was wondering what part of Bhutan you live in.
Me? You got
Yeah.
me, man. Okay.
You don't know what area
Address
you'll
is
be.
over there. It isn't like it's. I think it's late. What the frick is it called, man? It's about a 15-minute walk from the wet market. I'm trying to think of the name of that Lagong, something like that.
Because there's like one big main drag from the airport all the way through the city and then across the bridge. The bridge is on the east side of Bhutan and crosses the river out of town. Are you out of town on the other side of that bridge?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the river, Goodson River. No, I have to. Golly, I had it written down here with the address. I don't need the address, but I mean, I think it's
'Cause
called.
her
Is your
cousin
wife
used to
there
be
with you right now?
no, she's at work, but her cousin was a policewoman in Bhutan, so she was just
Okay.
curious.
I think it's Lang Langong or something with an L. Lang
Something with an
something.
L. Yeah, I know when I
Yeah.
went there to visit, her cousin's house was like right at the end of where the runway is for Bhutan Airport.
That's near. That's in
Bangkasi.
Bangkasi. Yeah, Bangkasi. They also have a military or
Right.
police training
Right. They had
near there.
several military vehicles in the area, yes.
Yeah, I looked when I was looking at properties way back 2012. I was looking at looking around, see what's what there, and it sounded kind of funny the dimensions of the lots for sale. Let me get that. Let me get that address. Not address, but wrong guy.
Yeah, I forgot to put on my mic earlier. I'm just going down to my brother, but it's New Year, you know. And I have my shots, my drink.
Wow. What is that? Hold that up to the camera, Christian. What is that? Oh,
It's
okay.
Turkish hot. It's licorice and pepper.
Oh,
Much better than Jägermeister.
I already got it. It's probably on this chair here. Got papers all over the place here. Oh yeah, I forget which one that is. So what's happening, man? Your wife working? She works second shift, Kiko?
no, just till for another 40 minutes.
Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, shit. I got her address written down.
Yeah, Tony, one time when I was there, I walked all the way from Bangkasi all the way through town to that bridge.
Fuck.
That was a good walk. That was a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
walk.
I'll say. What what age were you when you did that? Because
Oh, let's see, that was 16 years ago.
uh,
And then, of course, I hit a a downpour rainstorm walking on the way back.
Oh yeah.
They all
Oh,
looked at me like I was crazy.
I got my umbrellas, my mini ones around here somewhere. I don't know where I put that son of a bitch. Lang. It's like yeah, if you're talking to your wife's cousin right now.
No, I'm not talking to her.
Well, that was a question. She's.
Well, it is 4 a.m. now over there. So.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, I got it somewhere. Oh, I'll be able to look on this freaking box. I got it on the other side, written on here.
Oh, your Balak Bayan box.
Yeah, that's a heavy bat too. What is it? Silangan. Silangan. Barangay Batty. You hear that?
Barangay Batty, like
Batty, B-A-D-I.
baseball.
So
B-A-D.
you're sending them just before you flight?
Well, this one box, there's about 6 of them there already.
Well, those 6 have clothes or household stuff.
Gee, a mixture of everything.
No, the ones that already arrived.
Oh yeah. Well, most of it's my clothes, but I was thinking, my son bought me a bunch of shorts that were good for hot weather, light material. And I thought to myself, why didn't I just buy a shitload of white T-shirts? Because they go with everything. You don't have to match nothing. So I went out and bought a bunch of colored ones, and I got a bunch of oversized ones just to make, for the belly here. But Happy New Year, Alan Kilroy.
Are they just standard cotton T-shirts? Are they lightweight? Or?
Yeah, they're regular. Oh, I like that. I forget what that material is called. I got a couple of those, but yeah, they're regular cotton. I got my regular at 42, 38 to 42, and the large ones are 11 or 44 to 40, whatever, 6 or 8, 6 I think. So I bought 2 packs of the bigger ones, and I'll have to go back to Walmart and get some other ones. Here's the mist. The temptress of the dark is here. Look at this. This guy purposely wore this suit. It's got a dark background with the 3 X's.
And the
Triple
handcuff.
sex, huh?
The handcuff tie.
Yeah. So I was gonna take all this furniture here and donate it or sell it, but and I had my daughter come down here, and I said, well, you can have all of this, because they're trying to get pre-qualified for a house, but they can't right now because she's working part-time, and she'll get her degree in May, and then a master's degree.
Better hope by the time you come back home, your house isn't empty.
Well, I'm only how long I stayed is determined by me get notifications for anything over here. It could be anywhere from April to July. What's JB? That link you sent me for those flights is flights from countries and or cities from those countries into Hong Kong, not coming out.
Yeah, I think it's just inbound.
Yeah, it is. It is, because whatever's going on with them, I don't see why, as long as you test negative from wherever you come from in the world, why they gotta lump you all in? You could do it by person basis.
Tony, What's your itinerary? Is it
It's just
Chicago to
because it's Cebu
California and then
Pacific
Guam?
is included to that air
Yeah.
flights that being cancelled.
Say what?
Cebu Pacific.
Oh, yours is Cebu. I looked at that
Yeah.
link you sent me. I just think you maybe you misunderstood it. I don't know, but
Oh.
and I from watching this other girl's channel that does traveling updates and such. When you fill out that one health pass, it says where are you coming from. Mine goes from Chicago to Tokyo, Narita Airport. So what they mean by that, because she put down, well, I'm coming from, wherever. They said, no, they want to know the last place you were at before you came. So in that case, for me, it would be Japan. I've flown it before, Hong Kong, from here, Chicago to Hong Kong, and then down to Manila. Here, when I was in Hong Kong, it was raining and 40 degrees.
Yeah, my wife
It's
did
old.
New York
It's
to Hong
old.
Kong.
New York.
New York, yeah, JFK to Hong Kong straight, and then
You know
Hong
what?
Kong to Manila.
They only had one flight going east from here, and that was I probably should have taken it, but I wasn't too crazy about all the layovers. You leave Chicago and you go to Boston. You're there for a couple hours, and from Boston you go to Dubai, Doha. It's called DOH, and then you're there like 8 hours, and you go to Manila. I wasn't too I wasn't too crazy about flying over or near Middle Eastern airspace, man.
So you're probably on United flight out of Chicago?
No,
Okay.
no,
No?
ANA.
ANA. Oh, that's a good airline. I've flown on them several times.
First
Excellent
time I
service.
took it, man, I'm like, oh my God. I said, when I got there, I said, this is the best airline I've ever been on. I think
Yeah,
the
the food,
confusion,
the service, everything.
everything.
Top rate.
The lady, the flight attendants, they look just as uh, cheerful and happy as when you left it and when you landed,
And they're all like under 30.
Oh yeah. You know what? Like Dennis Miller did a comedy bit. When I took that United, and I've been on United before, but they don't have a big turnover there, man.
All right, guys, I'm going to sleep, okay?
Okay, go to sleep.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Okay, happy New Year to all of you.
Baby.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Right.
So they look. I was looking from behind. I go, man, he's pretty. They got some modern haircuts. These ladies. And then they turned around. I'm like, Jesus Christ! It looked like they were 60 and 70 years old or older. But I thought in the beginning, I thought ANA. I thought the thing was with them is I was thinking it was I think it was their first time flying into the terminal that I flew out of, because I liked it because I could stay right there. I stayed in the terminal for the 6 hours or 7 hours I had to wait.
Yeah, I've flown on them several times because
Oh, I love
when
it.
I was stationed in Japan, temporary duty.
Yeah, I didn't recognize. I didn't even know that they flew to Philippines. Period. That's why last time a while back when I talked to you, I said that there was a new airline. But
No, for the last 2 years, with everything going on, I think they were forbidden from flying in.
Okay, well, those new planes that they had the issue with these things crashing, that wouldn't let. I think it's just the 787 or 777. But anyway, they
No, that was the 737s. smaller.
No, not this. Not this is like one of Boeing's latest. And what it was is that the pilots could not override the computer, so that the computer did what it wanted to do, and they found that the the batteries, or I think it was on board, they started on fire. These lithium batteries, so they encase it in something, and they made it possible for the pilots to take it off of autopilot and control it themselves. But it had to take. I think it took 2 crashes to get that right, to get them to do that. So Boeing came under a lot of fire because there were a lot of delays that were cost, and I saw a special on TV about it. And the plane that they like christened, was nothing more than a shell of a plane. They weren't even when they said they were launching it, they weren't even ready to. So they got a lot of trouble for that. Oh, I got a question for you, Kiko. Maybe you'd know this. They said on A&A that they upgraded their seats. Do you know? I'm sitting toward the back. Do you know if all those seats have access for your laptop?
Oh, I don't know, Tony. I flew on them 30 years ago. So
Oh,
that
okay.
was
So you have throwing on them
before the
seats.
internet.
Yeah, that was way before the internet. Yeah. Oh well. But I have a USB one that I use to upload my YouTube videos onto the computer from the camera to my laptop. But it's only about that long. It ain't that long. So I don't know if they got a plug or they got the because I thought I'd get on there, but
I don't know if they would have that for standard coach section, but like I said, it's been a long
yeah.
time.
Well, I ain't in standard coach. I'm in the economy section, so you know what that means. But I picked an aisle seat in the middle, and I really, when the plane takes off or shortly thereafter, I really should take my nighttime medicine to get on track with the time difference. I have to take it at opposite times of the day, so I don't think I'll be taking any of that when I wake up on Sunday, because it just messes you up. I don't know. I had a hard enough time waking up on that one anyway.
You have no problem sleeping on airplanes, or what?
No, not really. I never have, though. I mean, what do you get, like 2 movies, 3 movies? I don't know, but well, the point is, I got to take the medicine for me to sleep, so I don't feel the pressure on the brain.
Yeah,
That's all.
my wife's not here yet. I'd have to ask about the phone thing. I think don't you have to have an unlocked phone or something? And
I do have an unlocked phone.
yeah, because when she got there, she had it wasn't the newest iPhone, but she got the SIM card and she was able to FaceTime, from Butuan or
Yeah.
wherever. So
Well, when I get to the hotel, they say they got Wi-Fi, but how good it is, who knows? But this is mine. This is a dual SIM card. So after I'm there, because I may need to use, I got through AT&T, but I may need to use, you know, this phone for a little bit before I start using their load kind of thing. So then I'll have my son call up and cancel the service for that, because I'm not going to pay these guys $63 if I'm not even here in the States to use it, you know. Cable, I mean, my internet here, I'll probably have to keep it because I don't want to have to go through all that bullshit, you know, hook up. But it'll work out. So you got the whole suit on there, Christian? You got the whole suit on, or you just got the shirt and the jacket?
And no drawers, probably.
Wait, to blow it up? Oh, just in case. Okay. Oh, you got a Coca-Cola belt? Oh, gee.
Big old Texas size belt.
What the fuck?
Coca-Cola belt,
Oh my God, man. Oh,
Coca-Cola socks, Coca-Cola.
yeah. Well, at least you got something out of drinking it. You know what I was thinking the other day? I was thinking these guys, I always hear these guys. I had my vaccination shots, you know, so the ones that almost killed me, honestly. But I always hear these people saying they're going to put that poison in their body. But yet they smoke and they drink. So what?
It's many different poisons. Some poison kill you slowly, some kill you fast.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody's talking about something that is going to kill them, whether it is tomorrow or 10 years from now, it's poison.
Yeah, but I have smoked for 41 years now. I'm still alive.
Well,
But this jab they want you to take is maybe tomorrow, maybe 1 month, maybe 1 year.
you know what? This guy I know.
Even if I know smoke and alcohol is bad for you, I want to try to live as long as I can. At least till I get like 60 or 70.
Oh, Dublin, huh? My mother's parents are from that area, Dublin. There, or that southwestern point of Ireland. His last name was Beber. I mean, not Beber, Lovelace. But when you look it up, it's a what do you call it? Name from England, from England. So I don't know if he just had a surname that originated in England, or or he was born and raised. What's this? I can't see that. Read that, man. What's that say?
Buckshot.
Buckshot. The fuck you got? What is that?
It's a drinking shot glass.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Looks like a Duracell battery.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it should look like a used gun.
Shotgun shell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I trap shoot. I used to go trap shooting at the factory I worked at with my cousin. He was doing them for me for nothing until he found out how much it was costing him. And I was bitching and moaning like I was in a basketball game, and some of these guys would look at me like, because you go up there, shoot, have your gun pointed down, and just quiet. But I would miss something, I'd be going shit, fucking shit.
Hey, so Tony, so if someday when you're there, someone comes up to you and says, "Are you Tony from Wisconsin?" And you say, "Yeah, who are you?" I'll tell them to say they're Kiko's wife's cousin or something, okay?
I'll say, who's asking?
Yeah.
I couldn't have been that popular to get around. Is she still a police officer there?
No, I guess over there when they change, like they have elections like we do, for locality people. And when regimes change, I guess a lot of the employees change too. So.
Well, I don't know about that, but you get to pick.
Yeah, it's not like here where it's like a lifetime job if you keep it right. Over there, you might not have a say in staying on. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, my brother-in-law was going to do it. he had the the physical part and the aptitude to take the tests, but he was saying that you got to pick where you wanted to go, and
Oh, that
not
was
a whole lot of those guys want to come down to Mendon now and have to deal with the NPA and all that.
Did you say that was the PNP though, Philippine National Police? Now I don't know if the local ones are the same as that or not.
It is. It is. They get to pick. Well, he was. I put him. Up. I paid for his tuition like 2 months, and then his mom couldn't afford it anymore. But God, Lee, man, that was shit 10 years ago already. But he's got a little girl and a wife now, or whatever. But he was telling me that he's telling me about the training. I got to do a little karate or some shit. And I said, well, where do you go after your training's done? He said, well, you get to pick where you want to go. Well, I assume I'm picking is like the post office where, oh, I'm going to go to Mindanao, or Butuan, but if there are no available spots, you got to go somewhere else.
Right, take the closest you can.
Yeah, that's what the PNP is. They're all over. That's the entire. I don't know if they have any local per se, but I know they. That's why they call that a Philippine National Police, meaning you could be anywhere. They kind of run it, kind of like almost like an army, except.
So where your wife's at now? Does she have Wi-Fi at the house? Or
Yeah, she can contact me, but when I get see her mother has two. Well, they're all wood, but her mother has two places. I think one is very near the wet market. So when I get there, I'm going to stay there for 2 weeks, and everybody else will be at the other house. I just have to find out if I'm going to take those pieces of paper that say the land is transferred to my wife, and I'm going to go ask a lawyer over there because I have a funny feeling they built those other houses, her brother and her sister, from money from that place because they used to go out and look at it. If that's the case, I won't be living in Butuan anymore. Go down to Davao or something.
yeah, I think if I ever was to retire there, I would just rent. I don't think I would
Yeah, you know what?
own. You know,
Yeah, I keep thinking. I keep thinking more and more about that all the time. I'm thinking, well, initially I bought that land so 545 square meters, so I could have a decent house on there, a concrete one, and um, dabble a little bit, with chickens and maybe one pig, or grow a bunch of vegetables or something, whatever they can grow there. So he'd have almost like a guaranteed future of some kind. But and I thought, man, I could buy tables at the market and just because all the suckers do the hard work. You buy that table, and it ain't like here in America. You buy that table, and they don't pay their rent. They're out of there. There ain't no going to court. There's no renters association, and all of that. You don't
right?
pay, you don't
Money
stay.
talks and BS walks.
You don't stay, man. It's just like when we were kids. It was like now, shit. Now you can have a tenant say, "Well, fuck you. I'm gonna stay here as long as I want." So I think it'd be better to do it that way. But as far as the house part goes, I'm gonna have their surveyor come out there. Oh, there's Dennis.
Hey, Dennis. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Hey,
Dennis.
Dennis.
Yeah. So I'll see when I get there. Because I keep getting this. Well, they don't have food like you eat here, or they may not have your medicines there. you know what? Oh, you got to buy this land. This is for our son. So then you get the land. And then all of a sudden, I wouldn't build a house there. Well, gee, I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread when I bought it. Well, but now you don't want to. Now it isn't.
Yeah, I think renting would just take a lot, ease your mind.
Happy New
The
Year,
landlord's
Craig.
got to pay for stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get a
And you
better
can move
feel.
around if you want, If you don't,
I
don't
told
like one place.
this guy out from Oregon, he has a channel called Lumpia Life. He went back to Oregon. He's renting this place, a nice place too, $320 a month. So I thought to myself, well, I could keep the majority of the money I got because I got, a good amount of cash stowed away, a secret location. But Happy New Year, Craig. I will. I might just keep that in the bank for him for when he gets old enough, he can do what he wants with it. I just thought about having them on a property where they don't have rent. They don't have to worry about making the rent. None of that stuff. So we'll see. Running out of runway, huh? Are you gonna come on here tonight, or you got a FaceTime with somebody from Colombia, or do you have them up there doing a lap dance for you today? I don't know.
Hi, Craig. Hey, have you been up all night? It's about 7:40 something in the morning there?
New Year's Day, right?
Yeah.
Gee, Norway's nowhere near ready to open up yet, huh? Christian, you live in Norway?
What?
I said Norway's nowhere near ready to open up, huh?
Nah. It's going to take some while.
Yeah. Crash short of the runway, huh? Well, I think people just got to face it that it's never going to. It'll always be there. What are you going to do? Oh, you know what, Christian? I think JB said she was just going to hang out in the background. Well, she's sleeping. So I saved up, freed up some space, just in case Dennis will come on.
Yeah, I think she went to bed already.
Yeah, well, I don't think she had that much alcohol. She didn't look too bad.
No, but it's worse with Angie. She was vomiting and.
Oh, probably drank too much of the hard stuff.
That's what friends are for, huh?
But you know what you do? If you're smart, you gotta take her home. You get a bucket, like a 5-gallon bucket with a little water in there. She's got to get sick. You just hang her head over the side and just keep on doing what you're doing, right? This guy I worked with in the factory, we didn't really know him that well, but he's there. He's got his girlfriend at this union Christmas party, and he's telling us all about her. I mean everything. And I'm like, Jesus, man, did I really need to know that your chick gets horny on White Russians? 3 hours passed out. Super lurk, along with the rest of your friends over there. Nah, I'd have another drink or whatever. I wouldn't. Coffee ain't gonna save you.
So, Dennis, you still have plans on going south of the border there soon?
Depends if he wakes up with a Woody. Dennis is the super lurker tonight, so what are we looking at? Bud. Bud should be around. And Jamie. If they're not already there right now, I'm willing to bet that they are.
Well, Bud and Craig were on JB's vlog much earlier this morning.
Oh, there you go. It proves they got nothing better to do. Yeah, or a can of beer? Yeah, I don't know. It depends. What's Dennis doing? 28th. Like, oh yeah, that's right. Well,
I don't blame you, Dennis. If I was you, I'd do the same thing.
probably be the place that you had the best time at last. Aren't you nearly engaged, guy?
Oh, he is?
No, not formally.
Oh, good. Don't do it.
I had a conversation with a guy in the last flight I had that went over there, and yeah, it's going to be after it snows today. I think Monday's going to be 15 Fahrenheit. But I don't know what that is in. But let me see what that would be.
About -6 or something.
Oh.
Wow, Yang, don't get crazy on me. Put a ring on this. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, well, you could play ring toss. I mean, it might be a little short, little stick, but I think you could still get the rings on there. Right? You know, you don't have to put your face. Just you know. Yeah, -9.4.
That was a good guess.
Yeah, you were close. I'm probably always gonna. I mean, I'll gladly give a 39. Jesus Christ, Craig. Oh man, that's 100 degrees, ain't it? That's over 100 degrees. 32 is like 90. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
God,
hot.
30. Is that with humidity or not? 28 to 30. Something is upper 80s into the low 90s.
Dennis, if I were you, I'd stay down there till about April.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. Shit, I'll go make my if I have to come back here for whatever reasons every year, I'll go get a trailer park down there with all the other old people in Florida. You know, then I can get my
Oh,
fill
yeah.
of hurricanes and typhoons all year round. You can use your Medicare in Guam, so it's just I'm curious to know what part does your regular insurance change to? Part B or C?
I think it's B.
Okay. So there's one that so if I don't have that, how much have you heard of anyone, or do you know yourself how much a Part B policy of healthcare would cost you?
No, I have no idea.
No, because I have a feeling that it could probably cost less than what I'm paying, what I do now. Because I left early, I could have waited to get till February 1st to get my winter storm warning for southern Wisconsin. Ay, ay.
It looks like it might miss you though.
They said it depends. Um, it was traveling up on an angle, kind of like a uh, northeast kind of thing.
Yeah, they
And
use
they said,
different modeling systems, 1, 2, or 3, and
yeah,
some of it moves it
it
way up
was
north, some of it keeps it down south.
it was supposed to be south of Green Bay, but by us here, I think it was 5 inches or something. What did they say here? Winter storm warning in effect till 3 p.m. or 6 a.m. Saturday or Sunday. 6 a.m. Saturday? Jesus. Heavy snow blowing expected. Total accumulation 49 inches. Yeah, well, I'm not on the lake, but I'm about what they considered inland is a mystery to anyone, because they say that
Yeah, is that 1 mile or more
yeah,
than 1 mile?
well, by us when I was a kid, they would say people would say uh 35th Street, is like the cutoff, but it's at least it's at least 10, I mean 5-10 miles in, man. In the wintertime it doesn't help me because whether it's 30, whether it's 10 degrees above or 5 degrees, all it is to me is freaking cold. Was it dry? Well, the humidity. You would know the humidity, Craig, by was it hard to breathe, or is it dry heat? Is like dry heat feels uh, like like if you were to the piece of paper on top of a rock and somebody had a magnifying glass. I've experienced both of those, little to no humidity and a lot of humidity. And when I was in Texas, and I they make you do push-ups, boy, on that asphalt. Oh man. It seems like with dry heat, it's like it just sucks the moisture out of your body, man. Well, I moved my car over so I can fire up so I could get a good snowblow, a good area. And to which side of the driveway the snow goes, it depends on
Which way the wind's blowing?
that's right, because believe me, man, all of a sudden, before a crosswind would come up and you're blowing this shit, and all of a sudden, and
Then
it
you're
isn't,
wearing it.
yeah, yeah, it isn't like it's somebody that slapped you and you can slap them back, even harder, because when the snow does that to you and it's bitterly cold, it there's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Hmm. So I determine by the wind is where I do it. So I live my uh, up and down my street as a east and west street.
Christian, what's the temperature there in Norway? It's getting colder now.
Oh, I bought me a bunch of. I bought me a couple of voltage converters from to go down from 110 to 220.
4 degrees Celsius.
4 degrees.
You'll
That's not bad.
No, that's not bad.
be minus. What did I say before, Kiko? -9.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that coming up, and then it's supposed to, because in the winter, well, initially when it's 30 some degrees, you're going, oh, it's freaking cold. But when you're down there around minus, you're like, that 32 feels real good.
Oh, 32 feels like a warm front at that
It
point.
does, doesn't it? Okay, dry. Son of Mrs. Tried cooking egg on. Oh, yeah, it's some places on Earth here in the States too. They can down south. You can cook an egg on a rock. Asphalt definitely that heats up. It gets hotter than.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do it on asphalt.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, my freaking! I got an appointment with the optometrist next week. I told the chick, they're like, I said, it's not a annual exam, so I'm gonna ask him if he can, make up some emergency shit or something. He's done that for me before, and I asked the girl. I said, well, I couldn't remember how much an exam was because I got this special machine, got paid extra for, and she said, well, I don't know. What do you mean you don't fucking know? If I'm there, you're surely gonna tell me after I'm done with it. You can give me the two scenarios, whether the insurance company is taking part of it or not. So,
Right.
when they sit there and tell you, they know. They know. They don't want to turn you off.
Hey, but if you need a new prescription, I would just
No, I
get a
don't.
copy of it and take it to the Philippines. Get my
Well,
glasses for cheap.
that's what I'm gonna do because I'm not due. I have to have a separate exam for the glasses, and the contacts are different. The contacts are more like
Oh, which is this one for contacts?
no. This one's just to find out why I got the circles. I'm not due for the the bruising. I mean, I'm not due for my eyeglass exam till June. So what I'm going to tell him is, I said I just need him to examine me. I don't need an eye exam. And while I'm there, I'm going to say, by the way, you can let me know. Let me know what my prescription is. I want to take it with me because I could use my current frame. I could take the lens out of there and put it in another one.
Or just
And
tell
then,
them in case you'd lose them or have them broken. You'd like a prescription with you.
oh yeah, and I paid for it. I mean, I paid for the exam, so why?
Right, right.
I just envision this. I just envision getting this bullshit
But I
attitude
think
about.
I think you have to ask for the prescription.
Well, I'm gonna,
Yeah,
because
I asked them to print 2 of them for me. My last one.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there are modern way of doing eye exams over there in the Philippines, and maybe there's not, but I just want to be covered. I don't want to go into a optometrist office and they got the 1960s technology going on. So yeah, that'll be part of coming with me, and then I'll go to. I get my prescriptions via the mail, and they give you a sheet explaining what the pill's made up of, what the side effects it has, or if it has any. The best time of the day to take it. It's a nice 8.5 by 11 sheet. Just like copier paper, and I'll take those with me because some of those over there you can get right from the pharmacy without a doctor, the doctor's prescription. But you can take that prescription all around town. because they have them on strips. They don't have them in a bottle like we do. Well, you don't cook the shell.
So, Tony, when was the last time your feet were on the ground in the Philippines? What year?
Christ. Oh my God. Just 22. Probably 18.
I'm going to go down to my brother Tony.
You gonna take us with you?
Nah, he don't like to be filmed, and he has his son there too.
Wouldn't I like to be filmed?
So,
No, Norway.
what was he making in the oven, Christian?
A roll cake. It's a pastry. You make it thin. You put cream and strawberry, and you roll it around.
Oh, yeah.
A layer cake, right?
Oh, I
No.
can show you. I have
Remember,
it.
Tony, remember like strawberry rolls they would sell?
Yeah.
It's like a kaleidoscope. If you look at it from the end, it's got the berry rings.
Right. Yeah, that's Little Debbie got that same thing.
Yeah, I forget what they called when we were kids. I wasn't too crazy about strawberry, but
yeah. Happy New Year there, shooting star. He's down out of Mississippi. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, he made that.
Yeah, he make it from the bottom. It tastes better than the shop.
He packages it too?
No, this is what I buy from the shop, but it looks the same.
Right,
Just
right,
tastes a little better when you make it yourself.
right.
He don't like to be photographed. Is he a fugitive?
No, but mostly people in Norway don't like that. They want their privacy.
Really?
Hey,
No, Jeez.
Hey, Greg.
Okay.
Hey,
That's why we are making so much money. We stay away from people. We just work and sleep and work and sleep.
Yeah. Well, forget about the sex part. He needs that.
Hey, Craig, Happy New Year down under.
hey, man, how you going, Kiko, Tony?
Yeah.
I made it finally, Tony.
We're trying to catch up to you.
Yeah, man, I took your advice. I've got another can. I'm gonna keep going. There's 4 more left, so why not?
Hey, you got sunglasses on. What the hell,
Cheers.
Is that what you had last night?
Yeah, I bought a slab of them. Yeah, I got these new ones, soda and lime or something.
What's
Pretty
the brand? We're not familiar with that here in the States.
Yeah.
Canadian Club.
Oh, Canadian
Like,
Club.
Yeah.
It's beer or?
Is it seltzer?
Sorry.
What type of drink is it?
It's
Yes.
like a mix. It's like a mixed drink.
Oh, okay.
They sell it here as a replacement for beer when you're sick of beer.
Yeah, I think.
I was at a party Wednesday afternoon, evening, and someone had some there and had a couple of them, and I thought, oh, pretty nice. So I grabbed some.
You see.
Yesterday.
Show us the can up there. Yeah, we know. We have that brand here in America, don't we, Kiko? I'm sure we do. Canadian Club.
I don't know.
Soda and lime, okay.
But it's good. It's I like the taste and the change.
Budweiser just came out with a couple.
Does it have alcohol in it?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like 4.7 or something like that. Well,
and is it
cold? Oh my God, 4.7.
Yeah, that's the standard beer here is 4.9. So
really, damn. Here,
yeah,
used to be 3.2, but all the Mondello I get, and I couldn't even give away my Coronas, but that's like 4.5, something like that.
Yeah, right.
Well,
I don't know.
nobody wanted your Coronas?
No, my son. I asked my son. I said, "Hey, you want these?" because I don't have no freaking lemons around here. I'm like, fuck this shit. I should never have bought those. You know, I don't really care for them.
I never put a lemon with it anyways, even when I did have it.
I don't like the taste of it without that. I just don't. Modelo is a lot better than that. Even San Mig Light, you know.
San Miguel's
You know what?
alright.
I don't have to drink that. I don't have to drink that swill Red Horse shit.
Yeah, no, that just goes straight to your brain.
Kiko, you gonna unmask yourself tonight or what?
Nah.
You probably got a girl like Christian's got right there, huh?
Yeah. She got a better grill than me.
Yeah, that ain't no bad, you know. There's nothing. What? Oh, wrong one. There's what's not to like on her, you know. Look at that. Got
God,
hair
that
on the chin. She fucking got an eye to looking up at the sky all the time.
there were a few of them at the party last night. I'll tell you, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're probably hoping against hope that something would happen, right?
I was the mate I haven't seen for quite a while. He doesn't turn up at these events much because his missus and kid were there and they split up. Anyway, complex story. But we're standing at the back when the speeches are being made, and he nudges me in the side. He goes, "Check out that big one up there. Is she wearing a G-string under that yellow dress?" And it was like, and I just lost it in the middle of the speech. I said, "Why'd you fucking tell me that?" It was like, you had to be there, but it was for, yeah, it was like,
Wouldn't that be nasty? It'd be like, man, it might take some serious PSI to pull it out of there.
it's just, you know, it's like 6 feet in front of me, but I hadn't realized, you know, and it was like, and then when I focused in on it, it was like, yeah, anyway. It was
Glad you didn't have that problem, huh?
well, it was like, you know, and there was like 4 women in their 50s or so sitting at the table in front of us, and you should have seen the dirty looks we got.
A lot of makeup on and all that shit. Stanky perfume.
No, it's just, I don't know. It's just he just pointed out to me, guys. Anyway,
It's amazing how some people can wear that, you know, stand in front of a mirror and say, "Man, I look good."
yeah.
I don't know what we got a female sportscaster here now. She's of Chinese descent. She came down from Green Bay, and when she first got there, she picked up a couple of pounds because now she's eating good. But her choice of clothing is just like, my God, you'd have thought it looked like a redneck dress because it was this blue dress. They had this little rope in the middle. I'm thinking, was she pregnant or something? But oh my God, I mean, when you're on TV like that, she was dressed like she has no fashion sense. Period.
Sometimes they look like sausage in a wrapper, you know, a tight sausage.
Yeah, exactly.
A T-shirt would look better than what she wears, And
surely you'd look in the mirror before you go out, you know. But
well,
anyway,
maybe
she's catering for a niche market. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Well,
but I think she's been talked to by management there because lately she's had a little more acceptable, easier on the eye.
No, it's just a contrast, you know.
What it looked like something out of Beverly Hillbillies kind of thing sometimes, And I'm thinking, you wear these leather pants. It's got all these, they don't fit very good. They're supposed to be form fitting when you wear that kind of thing. But she knows her stuff, She knows her sports, so it's not like she's. They had one woman on there. They had a couple nice ones, and I've seen one of them. She went down to Chicago from up here, but I saw her when she went to UW M in Milwaukee here, and I think, man, she looks like a Amazon, tall, pretty but tall. She went down to Chicago, and they had one on there a couple of years ago. It was blonde. This chick fucked it up so bad. She lasted. I bet you she lasted 3 weeks. She was so bad. I don't know what her what do you call it when you get your resume together and you have a video it can show people your work. She was talking about something one night that totally had everybody going, "What the fuck did she just say?" Nobody, even the people at the desk, were looking like, "What the hell is that?"
Nah, she must have been on her knees when she got the job.
Nah, she wouldn't. She wouldn't on that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, she wouldn't. I don't know, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe she had nervous issues or something. But anyway, you got the air conditioner on there. I got the heat on here.
Yeah, not quite yet. I just went outside. The house is saying 27 inside, and I reckon it's like 30 plus outside already.
Oh,
It's only 20 past.
Let me check that because I know 28, 29 is something more like upper 80s.
28, I'd go with 87, something
But
like that.
37, that's way over 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 37 is about 100, I think, something like that. I usually double it and add 26 as a rough estimate. It's usually within a degree or two. So, yeah, 37. I don't know. Because we ain't had that much hot weather, and then just all of a sudden, bang. And like when we were leaving for the party tonight, on the radio was saying there's the bushfire about 40 kilometres for us, and there's another bushfire down on the coast about 80 clicks from us. So they had all the road warnings and all the shit going on the radio. So just play music, man. But
it's 98.
Okay.
98 degrees here.
Yeah. But
I've been in California where my daughter lived in Rancho Marietta, it's called, and the ground looked like it was scorched earth. I mean, you could light it, you could start a fire. So just clicking it, just the spark from the lighter. I mean, it was it's like this orangish color, almost yellow. It's just.
We had one day here, I think it was 2000, just up there, 2009. It was 48 degrees during the day, and we were surrounded by bushfires, and I spent the whole night in the backyard with the hose putting out embers as they were falling on the roof and falling on the bloody. And that day we were for like 25 k's away, just putting them out as they're dropping on the ground. It was scary as fuck, and it was the hottest I've ever experienced. It was bizarre. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was like nighttime, and it was just it was really weird.
End of the earth, end of the world kind of thing.
Yeah, it was like being, a movie type scenario. It was just about 3:30 in the afternoon. It just all blacked over with smoke and bit of orange, and then it was really weird. The day went to night real quick.
That wasn't during a lunar eclipse, was it?
No, it's just the smoke from the fires because all around.
Yeah, we a couple of times we've gotten there's been some fires up there in Canada, and the sky here was hazy, like Los Angeles, like a lot of pollution, and you could smell the fire like it was not too far from you, or smell the smoke.
Yeah, I don't know, it was 2016 or 2017. It wasn't as close to us, but in the state it was pretty bad. They had like nearly 6 weeks of constant smoke every day. It was like unbelievable. They were getting the army in to evacuate the coastal towns because they couldn't get out of the towns any other way than by boat. Pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's quite the scene here when they have, and they're all I think damn near 99% of them are uh, uh, purposely set, and
Yeah.
but
Wow.
they've had you burn down these redwoods, man. These trees are thousands years old. They're huge, and a lot of
Mm.
people have these nice, these nice houses, in this kind of countryish type landscape, and then all it takes is one thing, and it's all destroyed.
Yeah, we've got a lot of national parks and regions that when lightning hits and that, no, you can't really get in except with helicopters and try it. And
Yeah,
the issue here is so much eucalyptus because the native people would um, light, fire manage the grasslands and other things for like 40,000 years. So all the so many of the trees and plants, they'd go through, burn it off, and then new growth, new animals, whatever they did, and then so many of the trees and everything are eucalyptus based, and they actually need fire to drop the seeds and then the ash afterwards for them to grow. So the yeah, this is the way it is. It's part of the environment now. So
yeah. The driving through that area is very it's nice. It's kind of with all the trees, it's shaded, and it's a comfortable feeling. Oh, here's Gary. Gary's ready to.
hey, happy New Year, Gary.
Hey, Gary, where you been? Did you make up with your friend?
Yeah, been 8 hours, 8.5 hours, Gary, into 2022.
Wow. Yeah,
Uh,
Greg. Ain't that something to talk to somebody another part of the world that's already New Year's Day?
uh,
Got about 8.5 hours here to go.
yeah, okay.
Something like that. Gary's an hour ahead of me. Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's only 3:30, almost 3:30 here. It feels like at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I didn't want to. We got home about 1:15 in the morning, I think, from the party. I didn't want to come home, but Lan had to work, get up at 5:30, and then I don't, I don't know how much sleep you got because she was whinging me, and then yeah, when I got to bed, whatever, and then she said she probably only got 2 hours sleep, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how young she is, but if there's no way. There's no way in hell I'd be able to do that. If I had to get up at 5 a.m. and I'm out at midnight, uh,
Yeah,
I, I
she
experienced.
only had half a bottle of wine because she was driving home, so she wasn't too bad. But yeah,
Oh, she drove you home, huh?
yeah, I drove there and then she drove me home. So good thing too. There was a booze bus on the way home, so
Yeah.
which is had to be expected. But
Yikes.
no, uh,
I
yeah,
uh I was in my upper 30s or lower 40s, and I was working overtime the next day in the factory I was at, and I was doing a double shift. It started, which meant I had to start at 6 a.m. and work until midnight. And I went out the night
yeah,
before, and I'm like, I was in there with a couple of my coworkers that stopped by, and I said, "Oh, let's stay up all night, and drink all night, go to work." I was freaking dying, man. I mean, God, I never felt that bad in my life. I was just so, I could lay down anywhere and sleep. I took my tool card. I went up and got lost. I went up to, these secret spots I had behind me. I had a walkie-talkie, so if somebody called me, I could, I'll hear it go off. And I was dragging ass, man. That it was during we had a Christmas shutdown every year. We were off for I think 7 or 10 days every year. So the last day before, uh, we'd work half a day and then we'd fuck around, eat. Everybody brought food. and we go eat, all the stuff, all the food out there, and then we'd be at multiple gatherings at bars all over the place, and you'd see people from all the shifts, all different shifts. I can't do that no more.
Um, uh,
I only got one beer in the fridge. I didn't even go out and buy any today.
yeah,
Is it-
well, I don't drink much. Probably been nearly 6 months since I had a drink, but I had a couple Wednesday at the party, and then last night I was just in the mood. I thought, yeah, let's just go for it. So it's good.
You don't have to work today, right?
Nah, what do I got this? Nah, Wednesday. I'm back Wednesday. So
Oh,
I had I work Christmas Eve, and then I'm break to the a break to the 5th. So back on the 5th. So it's all right.
Gary, if you're gonna come on, you gotta come on before spots are taken up. Even though we might not be that late today. I know Bud's up there. Bud's out there, and so is. I ordered a pizza yesterday, and they didn't have no delivery guy. I called it. What would it be? 2:30 p.m. I said, yeah, I can wait till. I order from this place all the time. It's a pizzeria pizza, real deal. So I'm waiting and waiting, man. I'm like, God dang, it's almost 5:30 p.m. And the guy shows up. So I don't know how. My regular guy didn't come, so he must be either sick or whatever. And I bring the thing in, and mine must have been. There must have been others on top of mine. Mine was all greasy. The packaging, the paper, wax paper it's in. I think it's wax paper. So it's on. It's all oily on the top, and then on the bottom, I had my hand full of shit, and I'm like, what the hell, man? I'm kind of disappointed.
Ah,
Craig, is your wife Filipino?
I gotta get
yeah,
some
man.
right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what area?
Northern Leyte. Yeah. Up around
Calabayag or something like that.
up around San Isidro, about 72 k's north of Ormoc, and about 100 clicks from Tacloban, somewhere. Yeah. Yes. We had anniversary December 18 was 16 years married, so still going around.
Yeah, we hit 20 back in October.
Okay, cool. And your wife, where's she from?
The east coast of Mindanao.
Okay, cool. Never been Mindanao. Yeah.
If you take a flight to where Tony's going to live, and then it's a 4-hour bus ride from there.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but they were lucky that typhoon missed. It was like more southern lady, so her family got away with minimal problems. So that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, who was it? Someone said that they heard from Michael McFarland and that he's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he sent me a message, but there's also a guy that's back on there, David and Lorelai. They have a Philippine American couple, and they're on there, but he never got back to me. Michael said that their internet was out, and that was about it.
No. Oh, Jesus.
Thank God for sunglasses, huh?
Yeah, no one noticed. New ones. I'm disappointed. But anyway.
Polarized?
Yeah, Oakley something. I don't know. Miss Land bought them for me. Oh. Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah, I can't look at the computer if they're polarized because it'll give that cotton candy look or that bubble.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I can't read shit with them on. But that's all right.
It's I needed them driving the bus, but we had radios and that you couldn't see, you know, because of that distortion with the colors, like the prism.
I get that now with the new in the cars, the LED or whatever they are, touch screens and something. You got sunglasses on, you can't see nothing on them.
Ah, oh, that
Uh,
was a big because that regular tint they gave with the glass, the tint would automatically come on. That is nowhere near enough for me.
it's a bloody sore point with me. The new one in my car. They put in the government. You have to change everything over to this new system.
Really?
5 times I've had to take it back and get it replaced, and it's like it's over 100 kilometer trip each way. You lose half a day. 5 times in fucking less than 3 months. Unbelievable. And you have no choice. They change the legislation, so you have to work under this new system for it.
Hmm.
And it's hooked to the FPOS, and they don't like each other. And then the third time I went, I found that the company, what they've been doing is been getting the ones that come in with problems and refurbishing them, and then passing them on to the next person with a problem. And fourth time I said, nah, that's it. I want brand new everything. Wiring the whole system. I've got no faith in nothing. And then 5 days later, same problem. Unbelievable. And therefore you never have any confidence in the bloody electrical shit. Anyway,
Yeah, no.
my rant on that, because it's pissing me off, costing me money.
Everything they always ordered for us was somebody else's junk, and then they'd have two different companies, and they weren't willing to share information. So, you know, we got this piece of shit, and it didn't do it. The computer we call them, they were computers smaller for the buses, the GPS,
Oh, yeah.
and we had one for one thing and one for another. They wouldn't come together on the tire thing, so we got half of what we were supposed to get. And once you buy something with tax dollars and you're a government agency, you have to use it for a specific amount of time before they'll change it. So,
Yeah.
you know, if they send you some Hungarian piece of shit accordion bus, well, then you got to use it for, I don't know what though, 10 years or something.
Yeah. Nah, it's just, you know. Anyway, it's always something to piss you off, but it's really pissed me off. And the other thing that's pissing me off at the moment in Australia, fucking for the first time in my life, about I don't know, 10 days ago, I went to the bank to put cash into the bank, right? And I had to prove my identity, otherwise they would not do the cash transaction. So all I want to do is put money in my bank. I've been doing it every month, blah blah blah. No, you have to supply your driver's license and prove who you are. And it wasn't that bigger amount in my eyes. And I was staggered. I couldn't think of any smart ass rhetorical whatever answer. And I was just staggered. Some little 21-year-old. Anyway, it's not her decision, but And then when then I got there, no more. You can't. Every single cash transaction over $10,000 now has to be registered somewhere.
Yeah, they want
Even,
to.
even if you're buying a second-hand car,
Yeah,
you can't go get 12, 15 grand out and just go do a deal. It has to be reported to someone now.
they're watching.
What is going on in the world? It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's that way here too. They watch where the money's going now. And I came in there on a couple different occasions last summer, and the guy said, "Oh, are we buying a car?" I said, "No, we're not." And my daughter had a wedding coming up. It was none of his freaking business. It was my mom. What I do with it after I take it, it doesn't concern him. And I was just, I don't like being an asshole right off the bat, but when you start asking me why they not here. Fuck, he's making $8 an hour. Fuck him. He works at a bank. I mean, this dude's probably equal or lesser educated than me, and he's, asking me personal questions.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Tony, I just asked my wife about the SIM card thing. I guess she
Mhm.
got hers right at the airport. It's like 1,000 pesos, $20, and that was 1 month
Yeah.
unlimited usage,
How much for what? $20 for what? For a month?
unlimited data and calls for a month.
But what? Who's the carrier? Is it Globe or Sun?
She got Smart, I guess it was called.
Oh, smart. Okay, because that Phillips said he went to the airport. He gave him a $50 bill, and he don't know whether he got ripped off or not.
Oh yeah, he got 50,
Yeah,
way
because
too
they
much.
didn't know what the 50. Maybe they didn't know what a 50 was. He said they were talking to.
That's the typical foreigner price.
Well, he lives there, though. You would think. Yeah, his wife's probably like mine, where you don't get the lowdown on shit because they don't know.
Tony, was that for a month?
I do not know that.
But he gave $50 at the airport, huh?
Give him a $50 bill. He said, I think he said I think I thought hear him say 3,000 pesos or something. So that's only like $75 or something, man.
That's $60. It's about 50, right? What's the exchange rate? 47?
49 at that was a month ago, so I just say it's over 49.75 now or something or other. Close enough. But he goes, he said all he did was I give him that $50 bill, and these guys turn around, they're talking to each other. Maybe they didn't know what the hell it was, or maybe they did though, but
yeah, that's all. We've got a few extras we can add on for you, mate. No worries.
yeah. Oh, is this enough? Oh yeah, perfect.
Tony,
my
did
friend.
you go talk to your bank and let them know you're going to be overseas? So you might be using your card.
Yeah, I went there the other day with my son to put him on one of my accounts. I got the VPN, but we'll see how. I asked the lady. I said, "Do you guys block IP addresses?" Because I'll be in. I've talked to him a couple of times on, these the managers there. I got to know, and I told them I was going to go over there. I said, "Hey, if I want to access my bank account from over there, they don't block the IP address, do they?" And she said, "Oh no." So I have a VPN, but who knows?
Maybe she was getting paid $8 an hour too.
Yeah,
Bad information.
she looked like she's pregnant, man. But I hear him talking. I'm like, fuck, dude. Them people never made what I made in my life, and never will probably. But they got bought out by TCF here. Got bought out by Huntington. I think they're out of Ohio, and their online, the way they got their online banking up. Oh my God, it's the best. It's the best I've ever seen. And they told me that bank have gotten awards for their where they set up their online banking. It's you don't have to search for another function on a different page. You can do it all right where you're at. You can print every page, every transaction you do, from whatever page it is, no matter what transaction it is, you can print it out right away. The other one, wasn't so much like that. Wasn't like that. But what you got to watch out for is if when you have the screen lower and you're paying a bill and you got the payee there, and when you click on, because I like mine to get there about 2 days before they're due. Otherwise, if you pay it too soon, that generates the next bill, and then the shit, then you always got something laying around. So I like doing it that way, and but when you click on it, and if you don't bring that page all the way up to the top, and you click on it, when you go to put the amount in that space that you were in, you're going to be on another payee. So you got to pay attention, because as soon as you click the month, they'll tell you what if you send it today, how long it'll take before it gets paid. So when you do that, you got the screen, you got that pay down toward the bottom, it's going to bump it up a little bit, the screen, for some reason. So you got to watch, because I've done it before. I go, damn, I paid that bill. What is this sending me a late notice, But other than that, man, that thing's it's fucking beautiful. It after you enter in all your info, then a page comes up that you have to look it over and make sure it's good, and then hit continue and send it. Before, it wasn't like that. When it was TCF, you would put in the amount, and you didn't get to overlook it like that before you sent it, and it was kind of complicated on how you outdid, if you made an error. I paid $1,200 once on a $200 bill. I wonder where my money went, but before, you had to search all over. Right now, the way it is now, everything's right in front of you, and it's not. It's. I said, I hope they never change this. What they do now. It's hard to find good. I mean, I told the guy once they changed it on me. I said, "What'd you do that for?" Well, our customers. I said, "Well, I'm a customer here," and I understood the way it looked. It was like getting a different cell phone that had a different format. The way it was laid out, how you'd find stuff. And he starts chuckling. I said, I had that one down. Now you go and fuck around with it, and you make it something else.
I just learned how to do it. Now you're changing it again. That's it.
I'm like, dude, and I told him, that's why he was laughing. I said, when I get a different cell phone, it takes me almost to the life of the phone before it's over, before I understand where everything's at.
It's so true.
I'm like, if I wasn't so addicted to these smartphones, I'd just go get a dinosaur flip phone, because all I really needed was to make and take calls,
Yeah, that's what I had. I still had an old G3, they call it here, whatever. Until March, I only got the smartphone because I couldn't get anywhere without the QR code, And I still don't know. Sometimes I even struggled. I'm walking along the street and all of a sudden YouTube's playing in my pocket. Oh, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, you butt selected that one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But anyway,
I used to take mine out when they had a day that wasn't unlimited, and I would take it out of my pocket, in my back pocket, and this fucker's been activated for I don't know how long it's been on. I'm using it up. It not that I used a lot to begin with, but
what I loved, I was still on a $15 a month plan that since like 2003 or something, and then to get the new one, best one I can get now is $45 a month. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, if I see myself being there more than 2 months, I'm planning on 6, but it could be shorter. But but I'm gonna while I'm there, I want mine to be like I don't want the fucking. I ain't gonna call AT&T up and some moron will cancel me like tonight. You know, I need it for another couple of weeks. So when I get over there and I'm over there for a month, I'll have my son call up AT&T and take it away because that's $63 a month. So
You'll probably end up getting the call center somewhere in the Philippines
you know what?
for your AT&T rep.
You know what? And now that you say that, my first trip over there, the second one, I called up. I learned my lesson from the first one. I called up my credit card company, told them I'd be over there for till such and such a date, because otherwise they'll lock you out of them and use them once. So the call center for that was in the Philippines, and I thought, well, how weird is that? You know, that's where I'm going, but I'm calling these credit card companies up from America, and I'm thinking, no, it was a call center in the Philippines. And any Gary there, anybody have a New Year's resolution to share?
Yeah, I do, Gary. I'm going to stop reading comments on live streams. No, it's just another day, isn't it? Really?
It just resolutions. I mean, my God, we'd all be liars, wouldn't we? Yeah, I'm not going to be. I'm going to stop being an asshole only for one day, though.
You know, if someone wouldn't have had made up the Greco-Roman calendar, it wouldn't be a thing.
There you go.
I think to me, I think New Year's Eve is overrated.
That's a very
because
great point, Kiko.
What you got is shit in one hand, hope in the other every year.
Yeah, it's like Christmas Day. Well, it's good if you're into religion or whatever. I have no issues with that. But why do you have a day to be nice to people? Shouldn't you be nice to people for
we should try.
every day? We should, But anyway, I don't know. I know what I'm talking about.
I like. I don't like people that talk about good people. I can't stand that. And I'm not one to be quiet, even if there are lurkers there in the back. I do not, I don't like it when a bunch of them, or even one, thinks that they are better, or what makes them think that individual's weak and that they can pick on them out of all the other people that are on here. That is, because I think some people like that think that maybe they when they were a kid or whatever got fucked with a lot, So
hey, we can't all be Einsteins,
Yeah, well, we all are what we are, all of us, and through the magic of a keyboard here or whatever, you can spare yourself from just don't watch somebody or don't listen to, you know what I mean. You can't argue it. Your point will never be made, especially when there's alcohol involved.
That's right.
You'll never, it's like politics and religion and everything else. You can't make somebody see the light if they don't want to, and if you haven't learned anything in life that you've learned that you're beating a dead horse with logic sometimes, and it just, and the only problem I have is I tell them off the bat. I don't fuck around and, do it in the background. I mean what I say, you can't be an asshole and have somebody apologize for you. Well, you know how we all are. No, that okay, one time. But if you're like that all the time, then there's other issues there. You know, you don't get to get forgiven every fucking week. You know what I mean? Well, this guy, he's good for 4 hours. After that, forget about him. You know, I'm sure there's a pub or bar or whatever you want to call it in America or anywhere else in the world where you can associate or commiserate with like people. You know.
Why are you going to stop wearing white underwear, Gary?
White underwear.
Too hard to clean? I don't know.
You're gonna stop running for the white underwear.
Oh, he said something about going to stop wearing white underwear and socks.
Well, you got skid marks in them or some shit.
You're not going to wear any underwear at all, or you're going to change the color? Oh.
Just use bleach.
He'll be flipping and flopping. Yeah, but he has his laundry done for him.
Okay.
You know, you don't want to put maybe he had the trots or the squirts or something, you know. And they open up that bag of clothes to wash and they smell that.
Just straight into the bin. Oh, shit.
You know the Philippine word for that, right?
And that is
No,
what?
Tony.
Baho?
No. Well, baho is the smell. But Craig, ask your wife. Egot.
Ingot.
Yeah,
No,
she's
no. It's Ingot without the N.
Is that like Tagalog or Visayas?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's more Tagalog.
Ingot. Yeah, that could
But,
be.
you know, I don't know nothing.
You know,
My wife said it's Visayan. So.
okay.
See, I don't know nothing.
I don't know that one sentence in Tagalog. That's all I know. The other ones with the bahu, you know, like sali or salai, like all of you, like you're blaming somebody, you know.
Can't remember shit. I remember like a longy for nose and stuff. Things the kids taught me when I was there initially. I remember some of those things, but I'll get the gist, you know, like 50, 60% gist of what's going on in the conversations sometimes, but to speak it, no chance.
Hey, Tony, you said you're going to Barangay Bading?
Yeah.
My wife said that's where they make banana chips.
Banana chips? Really?
Yeah, I guess they're like dried, you know, they slice them real thin and they're like potato chips except they're
Deep
banana
fry,
chips.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, where our property is only thing I know of it is that it's about a 15-minute walk from the wet market.
15 minutes from the wet market in Butuan by walking across the bridge.
I don't know about that, man. My wife never said nothing about that. I forget where batting. I think batting is in Butuan. I think it's southwest of city proper. Would your wife know where that is?
She knows where Bading is.
Bading.
Yeah, it's like saying bada boom, bada bing, you know, except you say Bading.
Yeah, if I had it on my phone, I'd look it up, but I don't. I've had other things going on lately.
But you got what, 520 some square meter? You said property.
545.
545 square meters.
Yeah.
And you have a house on that already, or it was
a one room house. Yeah. Wood, of course. That cost $100,000. The mother-in-law said.
Is it a elevator or is it right on the ground?
It's no, it's a little bit elevated.
You know, like not on stilts, like several feet.
No, not that high. Probably
just a couple feet, maybe
3 feet, maybe something like that.
Yeah, when we stayed at her cousin's, it was right by the airport there in Butuan.
Kelsey?
It was probably 6 feet stilts up off the ground.
Then near Masao?
I'm sorry, say again?
Is it near Masao?
I don't know what Masao is, but
Masao, there's a
like,
beach. Masao.
no, this was right off the end of the main road outside the airport.
Okay.
And she was at the end of the runway. So
Now they got, I was looking at land on it, and I was telling you earlier, but, it sounded around here when somebody says, unless it's a guaranteed public, like you got to share a road, if it's not stated like that or written like that, well, then you're going to have a problem getting back to your land if it's somebody else's.
now, is your property in your wife's name? Is she sure that it's like deeded to her, as we would say?
She puts a lot of blind faith and trust into her mother. I don't know who.
I see.
You know what?
Yeah.
She tried telling me once. She said, every time I ask her a question, well, I'll ask Mama. I said, no, I'm asking you. I said, you're 41 years old, ain't you? I said, your mother doesn't train anybody to carry on after her. So what the hell? What's going to happen?
It's probably in her mother's name then.
So, well, they went. I'll know that when I get there. They got these forms supposedly, and they transferred the land. Well, I know that my mother-in-law, she knows her daughter, and she knows her daughter ain't all is wise to the ways of the world like other folks could be. And she tried telling me once her sister was telling me about. I said, I've been asking this for like 5 years. Well, Mama hasn't felt good. I said, let me tell you something about hadn't been feeling good. I said, I've been dealing with the way I feel for 6 fucking years. So don't tell me about somebody taking a 15-minute trip to go inquire about this. You could take that shit and do something else with it. But you're not. And when I researched it, that the way that you may not, it may be 5 years before you get the actual paper deed, the deed, because the guy that had the land had to cut it all up and make it whatever lots he made them. So,
hey, Gary, I just want to let you know that you asked me what that means. Nahi Gugma Ko Nimo means I'm in love with you.
oh Jesus. Uh-oh. You're going to say that to his girlfriend, man.
I was gonna say.
Well, anyway, they told me, I looked it up, 2 to 4 months. I said, what's this 5-year shit? Well, that's what Mama said. Well, the only problem I have with that is that the guy that was selling the land, he was a lawyer, and he didn't factor in a certain whatever fees for divvying up breaking down that land into lot sizes, whatever. He had to have that all done before he started selling them, and he messed up and didn't get enough. And my mother-in-law went to the whatever meeting they had, and all these people. He said, I'm going to need a extra 5,000 peso from everybody because this fee for transferring this, some rigmarole with the lots, and she gave him like 500 peso. I said that's on him. If he effed that up, that's his issue. The hell if anybody here or in my part of the world is gonna, once a done deal is done, it's done. And if any fees or anything come up because of it, that's on them for not doing their homework. So we'll see. She showed me these forms, and it had everybody's names on there. And I'll look at them when I get there. And when I get there, I'm going to take my wife out, and we're going to go I'm going to go to a lawyer, whatever one I want, and ask him if these are legally binding, papers to transfer title. Because if they're not, well, then I'm not giving somebody something for nothing. I can tell you that right now. And I don't care who hears me here. You're not gonna fuck me over and get away with it. It don't happen. So right now I'm of the belief that it was done. They prove me wrong any different way, then yeah, I will be taking care of that myself. Legally, there's nothing I can do being a foreigner, but that's legally. Try to lay that bullshit on me about her mother didn't feel good. So, every time my wife said she asked her, she'd say, "Oh, forget about that." She keep telling her that. So I'm thinking, her brother built a house, a wood house, albeit a wood house, down another 10, 15 minutes from there. Her brother, there's 3 houses that were built. Now I know she knows how to do business there. Everything's on credit there, everything for them, and most of them anyway. But I'm thinking maybe she sold 100 square meters and used that money to do whatever with. I'm not gonna go there and start ranting and raving without knowing, because I don't want to be the fool.
Hey,
But
Gary, that is Visayan. That phrase that she sent you.
your girlfriend sent you that phrase?
Oh yeah.
Well, I hope it's a girl.
No. I didn't know that he got.
Oh, where's the insight come from, Kiko? I didn't see him say anyone sent it, but it's logical. Oh, I don't know.
We'll find out. 9 people in the background. Thank you for coming tonight. But any one of the 9 could be my mother-in-law at town. So, Gary, did your girlfriend send that to you?
No, maybe he just saw it on a greeting card.
A greeting card, yeah. Call me.
Maybe it's the name of his new poem.
Yeah, Gary, you say honey Cole? Baby? Isn't that like baby, Kiko? Some enduring term like that?
What? Honey?
Co, just co.
Co is I, me.
Okay.
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah, he's gonna go send something to her uncle and mess it up.
I'm having to taste test my wife's lumpia. See if it's good enough.
How many of them have you had?
Just 2 right now.
Okay. So the jury's still out on it, huh?
No, it's masarap. Or in Visayan, lamay.
You're gonna wait till tell her how good it is till after you've had them all. How many did she make?
I don't know, how many are you making? About 100? About 100. Going to a party tonight with her Filipino friend.
You're not going?
Nah, I don't think so. I'll save some lumpia for me.
I thought you'd eat half of that and then have gas for the rest of the night.
Well, that's normal. Status quo.
He received a video from her today of her playing a New Year's Eve game. What was that? Hello Kitty got some board game? What the? Like the phone case. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, you know uh, when when Chris was doing a live stream, these two young some girlfriend of one of his wife's brothers, and I was being funny, and I said, "Hey," I said, "Will you marry me?" And this other guy saw it, and she's thinking about it. And one guy said, "So yeah, I know how to get her. I know how to get her on her birthday. I get her some Hello Kitty shit or something." I mean,
Oh,
as soon as yeah, he
it's
said
so wrong, but it's so funny.
he said he said she was set to graduate, and I said, "Well, what was that? Grade school or middle school or what?"
Gary, that's correct. Nemo means you.
Nemo. It could be
Oh,
Nimrod.
Nemo. That's the fish, isn't it? And Nemo, N-I-M. No.
Oh, that with the Atlantis underwater thing.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't Nemo the
Game,
name of the clownfish?
the
Yeah.
game where the person is blindfolded and have to scoop up the money into a plate. So who gets the money? So she's blindfolded. They could steal the money. You know, and you'll be looking for umpteen hours. Well, I don't think you got to blindfold anybody over there to pick up any money. So is that game based on a certain time and how much they pick money up in that time period? Is that how they do it? Yeah, you could look up that Hello Kitty shit online there, Gary. You could send her something real nice with that stuff. They got golly, towels, phone covers, little purses, you know, pink and black. I think it's timed. Okay, well, it'd have to be if it were a game, eh? But while you're blindfolded, how do you know all the money that was there before the first contestant? How do you know they put it back or it's there? You know, unless they told. Well, probably told them. Yeah, I could see you doing that, Gary. You'd fall over and break a hip or something. Is that a general any day of the month, any day of the week game, or is that a New Year's Eve game or Christmas game? Oh man,
I just turned the air conditioner on here, try and keep the house cool.
you're
And,
cooling out. You're cooling out. I'm heating.
Would you say the high was today? 39?
No, that today's expected 37. So yesterday was 39. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But because we went to we were supposed to go to the party last night at 5:30 because it was so hot. We just sat in the aircon and went about 7 o'clock. So shut everything down there. And when we got home in the morning, the house was 34 degrees because she'd been locked up all day. And
Right.
yeah, and therefore I sat up for another 2 hours or something with the aircon trying to. It finally got down to 28.
What time is the sunset where you're at?
It's getting around 8:45 p.m. now because we've switched to daylight savings time. So yeah, get close to 9 o'clock now.
What's up, ladies?
Hey, Edith.
The
Fresh
man,
out
the
of the
myth, and
rain
the
locker.
legend. He is pussy.
Well, Edith ain't here today.
Oh,
What's
no.
up, Craig? Happy New Year.
Same to you, Ronald. Happy New Year to you. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I sat up all night watching the Sydney fireworks.
Oh, okay.
Sydney.
I didn't see it. Yeah, I've had a big one on. It was on the bridge and all that shit. Was it?
And the bridge, on the sides,
Yeah,
in the water.
yeah. Did you know Sydney had it? I don't know. Either no. Yesterday they had their highest number since all this shit's thing. 22,000 in New South Wales. We had
Like that.
6,000 in Victoria. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fishy.
But anyway, get off that subject. But yeah,
Right.
astounding number for the state.
I know. I just got out of the rain locker, Tony. For all you landlubbers, that's the shower.
Oh, really? You got all showered up for the live stream here? That's pretty good of you.
No, I had to get 2021 off me. I was carrying it for a week.
Yeah, you watching that 2021 stink, huh?
Ooh, boy, it smelled like a Philly cheesesteak.
Oof, man.
I couldn't take it no more. Yeah, I ain't doing shit. We got snow on the ground. I can't go any fucking place. But
Yeah, we're gonna tunnel that tonight too, supposedly, depending on if the thing shifts away from us. It'll be anywhere between none and 6 inches.
damn.
But-
Gary, Gary, that comment there, that's what they did with the kids' party on Wednesday. Am I echoing? I don't know.
Goes into balloons. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And the kids have got to bounce on them and pop it, and then they have the little note inside that says what gift or whatever. It's pretty cool. Kids love it.
Yeah. You should have saw Jonah and them last night. One of the neighbors got money, He came out with a handful of coins first. He scrambled the coins. Old ladies out there scraping and busting their nails trying to pick this shit up. And then he came out with a handful of probably 50s and 100s and just threw them up in the air. You should have seen Jonah back at the crib counting her loot.
Yeah, well, that's less money you got to give her then.
What the cupboard's a couple of 100 pesos? I got that shit stuffed in the couch.
Yeah, Gary's got that blind picture up there again.
What's up, Christian?
Gary says Happy New Year, Ronald.
Happy New Year, Gary. I'm saying Happy New Year to Christian too.
Christian's
and Tico. Tico, we ain't got our shit yet.
Christian's downstairs with his brother.
Right cool.
Ronald's going to be the last one. He's on West Coast time.
Right. I'm the last.
Craig's already like 9 o'clock in the morning, New Year's morning.
Yeah, they deep.
Ronald's still got 10 hours to go.
At least.
Oh, we got a New Year recipient here, and Craig there. So we don't got to wait to say it to him.
No, we don't got to wait to say it to Craig, but the rest of us, or Christian either.
Yeah, I asked Christian to bring the camera down, the computer downstairs with him, but he said Norwegians don't like to be photographed. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, one of those. Don't trap my soul in the computer.
They're making strawberry rolls.
Yeah.
Do you remember them, Ronald,
Debbie.
when we were kids?
Yeah.
You cut the end. It looks like a kaleidoscope because all the strawberries swirled in there. That's what his
brother's
brother's
making.
making.
With the coconut on it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Baconator, Happy New Year. Well, you still got to wait with us.
Does that show you when you buy a Little Debbie's, you can get those little strawberry thing, whatever they're called, like you're talking about.
Yeah,
and if you can buy something you can buy something like that for less than $3. What does that? Because what does it say about the ingredients? Because
they call squirrels.
Remember those things called ho-hos and ding-dongs?
Yeah.
I met a whole lot of hoes.
I didn't like them, man. I like my good old real frosting in the when I was buying the Twinkies. I think they were I remember they were 9 cents.
Yeah, but the ding dongs was the shit.
Before they put in this funky butter frosting fake shit or whatever the hell it is.
I wasn't too crazy about the strawberry ones as much as the ding dong, the chocolate covered little cake.
Yeah, with
With
the
white
cream in the
cream in
middle.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the
Real
shit.
cream, not
Real
butter
cream.
frost. Butter frosting so freaking genuine. It's
All right. Oh man, I was up 4 or 5 times last night.
oh, must be in love.
No, motherfuckers dinging you. You know, when you got the family's Facebook Messenger on your fucking shit and they talking all night.
Yeah,
Ding.
they don't realize they're like 10 hours different from you, right?
Yeah. Well, they know, but they don't care.
You don't care. That's it.
They don't give a fuck.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
her father say, "What's my Christmas gift?" I'm like, this ain't that kind of establishment.
Anybody that can drink flat hot, warm Coca-Cola. I told one of my brother-in-laws, I said, put the cap back on there, otherwise it'll get flat. Okay, sorry. But then I see parties, you got them wide open, they're just
Not like hot Coke. As soon as you put it in your mouth, it foams right the fuck up. You can't even enjoy it. That's why I don't drink Coke anymore. I can't do Coke.
Well, Christian showed us his Coca-Cola belt buckle and his Coca-Cola socks.
Oh shit. Yeah,
And
get some Coca-Cola Bitcoin.
I could be wrong, but I think he said Coca-Cola condom pack. I don't know.
Oh damn. Well, you trying to be like me?
Yeah. Yeah,
Comes
got
with
this
it.
big ass red belt buckle. It says Coca-Cola on it.
Comes with a pack of Mentos on the side for emergency
Goodness.
situations.
Yeah, you know, right? The car won't start. Just throw a couple Mentos in that Coke and stick it in the carburetor.
Gary, you should come on and enjoy the fray because I think I got another half hour and then we do the private thing.
Yeah, I was late, Tony. I was like, what the hell Tony said? Didn't get no notification, of course.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised. You don't have no
I
you
said
don't
it.
have
Remember
that.
I told you last week?
No, I don't remember last week. I remember
Oh,
you said
damn,
you were I remember you said you were my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why is that?
Because I got you.
Because yeah.
I said I'd be there.
You were there right away.
Yeah, that last one, I was there first. And
That
this
was
one was
unusual.
set so far up.
You
And
might
then
have
the
to
other one is so far ahead.
you might have to split time tonight with
With who?
the rest of the YouTube world.
No, motherfuckers get the break. I ain't got no contract with
Yeah,
none of these
you
people.
know, we don't do it as much as we used to, but
Hmm.
you know, when you when everybody on it, with most of the people on a live stream have their own, and then they ask you, so what's going on?
Right.
You know,
I
all
tried
going
to
on than it
accommodate him.
was yesterday.
I tried to accommodate him. I had like 2 and 3 lives going at the same time, popping in and out of every room, trying to keep up with the conversation and shit. But they got old. You get burnt out. I'm retired.
How you do, man? You
Shit,
do.
I ain't got to do all that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't even
Just
clean my apartment. Why the fuck would I go to the stream?
yeah, if I weren't doing it, what would y'all be doing tonight? You know, probably
Well,
have to.
if the weather wasn't fucked up, I'd probably be at the casino at the dance, take my sisters in
Really,
them.
they issued storm warnings for us from right now until Sunday morning,
Damn.
and I only got one beer left. I didn't feel like going out to buy any.
Yeah, casino's probably busy tonight, huh, Ronald?
No, not here. Half the people can't get out of their own neighborhood.
Yeah, they got dumped on big time. Was that earlier this week?
We got a dusting again last night after I plowed off a fucking 8 inches of the shit off the hood.
Hmm.
You
I'm
got
like,
how many
damn.
inches of snow?
We had like 6 inches the first hit. Then we got another 3-inch coat, and then we just got a light dusting last night.
Oh, I only have a driveway now. I have no sidewalks out here, and
Can't see it.
I could have bought. Well, it gives you that kind of. You feel like you're out in the country. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it feels like it too. But when I had I'm the only one with an attached garage here, and I had them where it was set back off to the back of the property, and you had to snow blow. Shit would take you 3 hours, and I just wasn't into that anymore. I'm like, I don't, I've done that. Been there,
I
done
think
that.
this is the first year that we got the New Year's, and I have not used a snow shovel yet this winter.
You lucky boy. I did the other
Don't
day.
jinx yourself.
I got lucky. I shoveled this path. I was gonna wait till the next day and dummy me because the next day it was freezing. So and I threw out some rock salt and melted. The sun was out, so I took care of that. But I got a pretty big machine for. Well, you guys seen
Let's
that?
see. Where are we now? We at
I don't
32 still. 32 degrees at 2:00.
32.
Ronald, I think it got up to like 52 here today.
It's 420. Well, you're gonna be savoring that shit.
Break out the Bermuda shorts. 50 deuce. Yeah, that shit coming.
I'm gonna ask.
I mean, yesterday, Tony, I said, well, I'm only going to do some linear shit, I'm not going down these hills, and they haven't even plowed the shit, coming to the main road. So, it's thick and icy and shit. So I said, I'm just going to go straight to the gas station and straight back. I went out, got 2 packs of cigarettes and 2 Mountain Dews, came right the fuck back home.
It is 36 here. Feels like 30.
Ronald,
Why don't they just say 30?
your
Because
new Honda
it
should be
isn't
front wheel
like
drive.
you're taking odds in Vegas or some shit.
Yeah, I had no problem, because the driveway we come into the parking area in the complex, it's got incline. So
60.
I said I ain't gonna punch it. If I had my front wheel drive, I'd have to punch it just to get up the hump. But no, that all wheel Honda just.
Yeah, I forget what the I think that's a 70-30. 30% are 70 front, 30 back.
Ronald, is
Yeah.
yours an all-wheel drive?
Yep.
Oh, then you should have no problem.
Yeah,
No, it's just ice.
Your gas mileage suffers a little bit, but they got it where they have it. It's not a 50-50. It's more like a 60-40 or 70-30.
Well, my gas don't. Even with all the Ubers I do, back and forth. I just slap it on Eco. I put $25 in there or $30 to fill it up, depending on which one I go to. Because $25 at $3.47 will fill it.
Is that what it is, Ronald? Where you're at?
At some stations.
Do you even get it on base? Is it any cheaper on base?
No.
Oh, I have to go like 8 miles on base.
If he were there.
Yeah, I have to go on base. I have to go to Bangor.
That's what this Navy guy retired over there. He used to be retired in Samar. He's down there in Guam now for a while. And he gets to go on post for everything, and all this shit is so much different. The gas price, he pays for gas what we would here. Because out there, it's, my God, be better off.
They got the same problem just like everybody else, though.
Yeah.
The supply is not there. You go in the commissary, it looked like the dollar store. And the dollar store got more food than it does.
Hey, you know what's funny? They had a pair. He went into the store once, and they had boots like we would wear here in the winter. And I'm like, what are you even doing with boots like that over there? Unless they work at StarKist.
Hey, Tony, I was watching one of those videos about people helping the recovery typhoon. They said some guys are scalping gas for 150 pesos a liter, which is like $12 a gallon for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's bad. And those poor people with no electric for however long they're going to take. 6 months? You can believe this shit? 6 months to get the electric.
Well, did you see how tore up it was?
Yeah, I know.
Every line is down.
I know, but the country got way too much money for the regionals to have that kind of equipment to get in there. And then you got to wait for China for transformers and all that other shit. They must have like one central hub where everything is, and they have to ship it over there to Mindanao when they could. I'm pretty sure they don't, or at least they shouldn't, because Davao should have everything and can spread all the way up to Surigao.
Well, we're supposed to have some, Gary. We're supposed to have a couple of days of bitterly cold weather, and then it's supposed to be back up into the 30s.
Yeah, we're calling 40s for the rest of the week, but it's shit. It's
40.
32.
Well, when you go down from 80 to 40, God, that's cold. But when it's been 15, 20, 40 is great.
Tony, I guarantee you, me and my conspiracy brain ain't fucked up. I'm in the Matrix, and they fucking playing with everything. We had one nice day, the day before the blizzard. Sun was out beaming. Temperatures was around 40 something. One, not even 12 hours. Bam! Here come the snow. You couldn't see the sun. The sun was out yesterday when I went and got 2 packs of cigarettes and those 2 sodas. Nice sunny day. I had my sunglasses on and shit. I went out to take the trash out. It looked like an apocalyptic event had just went the fuck down. I'm like, where the fuck? I went back outside with my sunglasses on, right? There ain't no sun. I mean, not even a crack. I'm like, these fuckers are blowing in these clouds, swinging them fucking radio tires when them fucking spraying those clouds with that aluminum shit so they can shift the clouds with them radio waves.
Let me ask you this, since you're the extremely educated one.
Extremely paranoid.
I scheduled a test, before my leave next week. I had it scheduled on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and luckily I didn't. I scheduled it earlier because my son just did it, and he got his back in 25 hours.
Yeah, like that.
So my question is, I take mine at 11 a.m. on Friday. My question is the 72 hours from the time I take it or the time the findings come in?
72 hours.
Well, you got to take it. You got to take a PCR test 72 hours prior to leaving.
Right. So whatever the results is at the end of that 72 day, you take that with you.
What I'm saying, yeah, I know all that, but what I'm saying is, does the 72 hours start from the time you take the test or from the time you get the results?
No, it doesn't matter. You can take it 72 hours before you leave, period. 3 days before.
Well, that's what I did by a half hour.
Because,
no, I did that by...
Because they're going to check the date, and they're going to say, well, yeah,
20 minutes.
If you left on the 30th, you got your test on the 31st, which won't happen. And it comes on the 3rd, you're like, oh, yeah, okay, you had the test. And that's it.
Yeah.
And it better be negative.
Well, I'm taking it at 11 a.m. and 72 hours for me would be 10:40 Friday morning.
Just think of it as 3 days. Don't try to time it to the hour.
See, 10:40. Huh.
It's easy to go by 3 days ahead of your flight. That's it.
Yeah. Friday. Well, it'd be Friday, Saturday, Friday, Sunday.
There you go.
I might have to change that appointment time. I don't know.
It doesn't matter as long as it's at that day.
Well, I picked the earlier time like I did because if mine for some reason takes more than 24 hours, that I have plenty of time.
And see, that's a slippery slope because once you get to the airport, say your flight leave at 1 and you there and ahead of time and the flight is ready to leave, but nobody else is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then on the paperwork, it says, yeah, you had the test done at 1 something 3 days ago. Then you're good. Yeah, I wouldn't try to narrow it down. I just, 72 hours. If they're going to nitpick about, well, you're 30 minutes.
Yeah, because...
motherfucker, get out of my face.
72 would be 10:40 on Sunday, would be 10:40 on Friday, but I'm taking mine at 11, which would mean it's 20 minutes late.
Right. So you need to be at least an hour behind your flight.
Yeah, I can change the appointment time.
There you go. It's simple. I know it sounds complicated. But I don't see the fucking reason for that
But
anyway.
I may not have to at all, too, because if I get the results back on Saturday at 4 p.m., that's what they're going to go by is the findings of that test. You know what I mean? So I am of the belief that that 72 hours technically would probably be when you get the results back,
No.
because otherwise you got all that space of 24 hours. You know, nothing happening.
No, because you lose the 72 hours if you do it one day before the flight, and then they don't have no record of the fact that you took it prior, 72 hours prior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So if you take it 3 days early, boom, whatever the results is when on that third day, regardless if you get the results in 24 hours, they'll show that you took it 3 days ago and it was negative then. That's all they need.
yeah,
Because I ain't taking another one.
no.
What day bullshit.
I think you got to. I don't know. That last I heard that over there, when you get the test over there, that before you had to pay it, and then it was done to where you don't. So I don't know which is which, because that Philip had to pay for his on his credit card for his PCR test.
Yeah, I think you have to pay. Unless you're an overseas Filipino worker, no.
Mm.
They don't pay for shit. Hotels or nothing.
JB's going to be over there at the same time I am.
All right. Y'all gonna run into each other?
Yeah, possibly. Her son's going to school there or something, college. So, but I wasn't thinking either. She brought up the point of if my results for some reason come back and even the fifth day, I got to go to a different hotel for the next day.
Huh? I
can't stay in a quarantine hotel if I've been cleared, because I can go out and about and bring it back. They have the hotels for quarantine hotels. So once you've passed once your thing is okayed, you have to leave and go to a hotel that's not a quarantine hotel.
That don't make no damn sense at all.
Well, if I'm staying there and I go out and about and somebody next to me has it and I get it, then I'm coming back to the hotel, and I may be giving somebody that didn't have it before, and already had negative. So 6 of one, half a dozen the other.
I'll work on quantum theory. Y'all figure that shit out. I think I can break the code. Einstein didn't do it right. I can figure that shit out, much less this fucking test shit.
That's why they call you the professor.
Yeah, I think wasting my time. What's up, Hart?
Happy New Year, Hart.
Happy New Year. Yeah, we can say Happy New. No, well, she's in where? Kuwait, Dubai.
She's in Kuwait, I think.
Yeah, they should be 8 or 9 hours ahead. Yep, they're in the new year.
It's
in the east. Yeah, Tony. When is your flight?
Next Sunday.
7?
The 9th.
The 9th.
Mm-hmm. Viking is downstairs by his brother, Hart. I don't know if he's listening. He could be, but I'm sure he appreciates that.
Damn.
Extra hello.
It's
For Gary, extra. Why does he get an extra? Because he's older?
That's still 2 weeks, huh, Tony? Damn.
No, because his name is uniquely extra.
Yeah.
No, man. But it's Friday. This coming Sunday is a week from this coming Sunday.
Yeah, well, 8 days.
8, 9, whatever. 6 of one, half a dozen. Well, and
Tony didn't put our name tags up there.
I'm thinking, what? I'd have to take the banner away, and I'd have to take the.
What? Just to put our names up there?
Yeah. You know,
See, we've got Curly, Mo, Larry,
Much.
and Shep.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
I know what you're talking about, Gary. You're talking about the spatula game where they got to scoop up fucking money and try to put it in the plate. Yeah,
He
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
mention nothing about a spatula.
Yeah, you have to use a spatula. You
I know
can't just
people.
grab the money.
I knew women that that's what they put their makeup on with.
Yeah, some of them use a trowel.
Smoky eye. It looks like fucking black eye like mine.
Yeah, Bricklayer's trial.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We had this. And she was. You remember that puppet thing, Kukla, Fran, and Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
forget what the
ugliest
woman.
puppets I ever seen.
Yeah, they had the lady with the big nose. You know.
Yeah, the
Well,
blonde.
this lady, and this is all true. This ain't no bullshit. It was a March day. It was probably 15, 17 years ago. This lady, she asks me to. She comes up to the bus for one. She said, "Looks like she put her makeup on with a spatula." She had this skanky hat on. She had a snowsuit on, the lower half. You know, like the waiter part, the small. She had
Mm-hmm.
a snowsuit on, and she had for shoes. She had football spikes.
She ain't stupid.
So but it was like 65 degrees outside.
Oh shit.
And she says, will you lower the bus? I said, well, yeah, I lowered the bus. Well, she wanted me to put the ramp down. Well, I was in a spot where putting the ramp down wouldn't have, would have made matters worse. And she says, why ain't you going to help me bring this on? I said, I told her, I said, the wheels they're wobbling. They're ready to come off. I said, if I touch that thing and those wheels fall off, you're going to blame it on me. And then they're going to buy you a new one. I ain't touching it, you know. And she said, well, this younger guy gets up because he's got no liability. Like I do, he don't. And she says to me, she says, now that's a real man. And I thought to myself, man, oh man, you should be lucky anybody talks to you, man. Yeah, that's just what I want with my girl is some snow pants on and football spikes and with makeup that looks like she put it on in the dark.
Well, she may not all be all there.
Nah, she wasn't all there because you know what oh my god, this is fucking oh man, now I remember.
What my grandfather used to say, that boy there, he's 15 cents short of a quarter.
This lady was walking skeleton. She was she was a regular on one of the routes, and she had on some spandex one time. And she had these things sucked up in her so far. She definitely had a camel toe, you know. But I'm like, my God, man, you could just.
She was sexy.
She was terrible, man. I mean,
she didn't care.
Lord, oh my God. Oh.
Well, we say back in the day, when you start buying my clothes, then you can tell me what to wear.
Was she? Some of the guys that were looking to shack up with somebody already on disability, you know, there's some guys out there that they don't care. They'll hook up with anybody as long as they don't got to work.
It's called a free ride.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, terrible.
Yes,
man.
Gary. Code means I.
Code hosts. Everybody's a host.
No. K.O. in Tagalog.
Indico alam.
Craig passed out.
I see you mentioned his name.
Hey! Hey!
Came back.
What? Oh fuck! What? Yeah, I might go down, guys, because I'm just hitting the wall now. So, have a good New Year's, everyone.
You too, bro.
It's coming up.
You're
and,
You too.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
thank you, Craig. Thanks for coming tonight.
Take
Nah,
it easy,
it's
Craig.
good because next time I see you, I might be in the
And,
Philippines, man.
and the super lurkers in the background, too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, Tony,
We
you
might
gonna
all
have
be
another
in the
one next
Philippines.
Friday, Tony?
Yeah. Next Friday, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It'd be
All
your
right, Craig.
last one
All right.
stateside.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Bye
Craig, thank you.
bye.
Happy New Year.
See you later, guys.
All right,
Thank you.
Craig,
Well,
take
no,
care.
it won't be. It won't be Kiko. He's got to come back.
Yeah, I got to come back. At least once.
Wish I can go and not come.
Well,
You don't have to.
what I'm going to do is, your wife said today that SIM card you sell at the airport's good for a month, unlimited.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get one that's good for a month.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Yeah, I
1,000
will. Well,
pesos,
if they're
unlimited
around, they're
data.
around. If not, I'll just have to
You don't have much
use
choice
it.
because you got to go straight to the COVID hotel, right? So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got your
So
SIM card phone situation.
when I get there to the hotel, which will be Jesus, it'll be. But I figure by the time I get through the airport, shit, be around midnight. Well, the flight's
Right.
doing at 9:50, but I will turn on my computer. It'll be, what time will it be here? It'll be afternoon. Be 14 hours. I'm thinking we're 14 hours. They're 14 hours ahead of me. So I'm going to come on, and if I don't pass out from sleeping, and then I'll come on when I get there.
Right.
And I told him I wanted a room with city view. She said all the rooms have a view, but they're not all city view. If I'm going to be in some place for 5 days, I want to be able to look out at something other than the other side of the building. But that kind of bummed me, because I had that plan of everything works out right. I got like a day and a half, at least a good day of going about, walking about. And I thought, hey, I'm down the road from Malaysia, at the Jollibee right next door. So, and we were laughing about it, kind of. What's her name says? JB says, "Well, you can buy lunch." I said, "Well, you're the host. That's your country. I'm a guest. You should buy the guest lunch."
Oh, that was an old dude. Hey,
Who?
Tony, speaking of, no, I was just looking at the old Packer dude. Fred Cohn passed away.
Fred Combs.
Yeah, Fred Cohn was a fullback back in the day. Well, he finished with the Cowboys. Anyway, I was watching the news article about this the Colorado fire, right? And the dude and his wife was walking down the street with the dog and passport paperwork, birth certificates and shit like that, the important shit. Then the reporter asked him, well, what else did you grab? He said, well, that was all we grabbed. I was worried about the wife. Well, she was all pissed off and she was all anxious and shit, right? Then the dude said, yeah, the fire was fast. But he said he noticed something strange about the fire. He said, we got shrubs and shit down on the ground. And seemed like he said something like, well, the first 2 shrubs were burning and the other 5, 6 didn't even get touched. He said he found that strange that if the wind was blowing like it blew, it should have burned all the shrubs. He said the other shrubs didn't get burned. They wasn't consecutive. Like, what you trying to say? Somebody came out there and torched that shit? He said he found it strange that the other shrubs weren't burning. Freaking
Could have
shit.
been a sign.
Yeah, a sign somebody done it. I mean, that wind came out of nowhere, 150, 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, those are wicked. I haven't experienced that. That poor David. David is from him and his wife Lorelai from American Philippine couple. He just
Yeah.
got there. They chose this house. They got it online. I assumed she was from there. They probably anyway. They got in this house. It's a big house, but they were there like a week maybe, and or so something like that. And they, all the deposits and all that shit. I think it was like $1,500,
Mm.
and they got out of there. So they went over to uh, Mactan by the airport, the airport, and that's at, I guess that area is at sea level, and uh, that was his first experience of that kind of. He's from Arkansas, but I mean that was his first typhoon.
Mm.
And him and uh, Michael came. Michael had his power on because he answered a question I had said to him, you know, before it happened, and he said that around him, all they just their internet and cable was messed up. And David and Lorelai they have yet to answer their questions on their phone.
Damn.
But that was his. Well, they've done video on driving around. But when
Mhm.
I think it was you and I, weren't you on that his live stream with me?
No, I don't think I was there after that.
Okay, well, we were talking. Somebody was on there with me, and we were talking. The storm was on its way, and
Oh yeah. I was there.
yeah, and he had said that there was going to be an evacuation. Now he went from Cebu to Mactan, and a lot more out there. uh,
Mm.
so he went and put all that money down on that place, and they got one of the nice place now. And I've seen videos on YouTube from other people that all the damage, that blowing out windows on high rises,
Mhm.
construction equipment, buku trees, leaves, branches, or whatever. And that was all his. I don't even think he was there a month yet before he had all this happen to him.
Mm. I don't know if I fuck around and build a house there. Everything, every level gonna
Yeah,
be made out of concrete, and the roof is gonna be attached to the house.
you know what? I don't think they have homeowners insurance like they do here. I think you're shit out of luck if you build over there and it gets destroyed.
And I've never seen an insurance, section when I was looking at buying a house. They only have, your monthly, your down, and and your reservation fee.
You know what? I'm subscribed to a couple over there. I don't know if the guy's Irish or English, but kind of hard to tell by his accent sometimes. But they live in Camellia, and when I was over there last time, I looked, and the houses are right on top of each other. You got if you got one of those porches upstairs, overhanging the carport, you're on top, and they have a pool and a facility for parties and all of that. But for the amount of money you have to pay, you got no space, man. I mean, nothing next to you. And
Mhm.
they've done videos where they walked around it, and on parts of it that weren't those smaller. I call them cookie houses, doll houses, because they're just this little, look like a frickin' shipping container, a short one. And the upkeep, there was no upkeep on the the grounds, man. It looked like shit. And I thought to myself, because in addition to your house payment, I don't know if they factor it in or it's extra, but you have to also pay for maintenance and all. I think that's all factored in, though. I don't know. But, well, with the COVID thing going on, you can't get in the pool. You can't the basketball court. I don't know about that, but I don't like. I've seen a lot of cars driving around that neighborhood, and if you got little kids running around, which little kids do, I wasn't too crazy about that. It's a small space, and people are driving nuts, and that wouldn't be that hard. Well, the odds would be, pretty much in favor of somebody's kids getting, injured or worse. So, I don't think it's worth it.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I just don't. That the room, most of the rooms in there. I mean, they got 4 and 5 bedrooms, but there's just barely enough room. You can only access the bed from one side because the other side's up against the wall. The headboard on one side, and for the size of those rooms, I don't think it's worth. It's about.
But they say they were paying. How much did he say it was, Tony?
Last time I checked, it was like around 40,000 US.
That's what, 4 million?
It was around 4 million and under. You could get in there. The kind I like is the kind with the above the carport. Some have a family room. Some of it comes off a bedroom, and you got this nice porch upstairs. I call it a porch, and it was around 40,000 when I looked
Right,
at it.
that's about 4 million.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Oh, no.
1 million's 20,000 around there. So 2 million.
Yeah.
They got houses in there of 2 to 4 million, but even US dollar wise, even though it's way less than you'll ever pay for a brand new house here, obviously, to me it was such a confined space, and the upkeep of the grounds didn't look all that great to me.
And then you got to build a wall around it.
Well, you don't gotta. They'll have a firewall, and your house is like a matter of I don't know, 6 feet maybe.
I'm not talking about a firewall. I'm talking about a security wall.
Well, it's a gated community.
Yeah, but every house doesn't come with a gate.
No, it's gated up front. You got a guard out there.
Right. But then you can build a gate, a wall separating your place from their place.
Nah.
Yeah,
They got one in the back. They got one in the back. Oh my God, you're already up. When you look at them, they're laid out like they're laid out. And if you put a wall, if you put a wall between yours and theirs, you're even less. And it's just I don't know. But anyway, my point is, I don't think that I'd rather do it like I did it with the land I bought and have it bought and paid for, and then put whatever I want on there. With the pandemic there, I don't know if the pool's probably closed. Looks like there's no water in it.
You can't even play basketball.
Yeah, plus, like I was saying, I'm not too crazy. A part of the subdivision that had the little houses, the gingerbread houses, I call them, the upkeep was on nearly zero, man. I mean, they had wild grass growing, and and plus the fact that if your kid, you got a kid there, he or she'd have to walk from the house to where those grounds are, where the pool and all that, basketball court, tennis court. And the way they drive over there, I just can see disaster,
Mm-hmm.
You try to tell a kid that's 6, 7 years old not to go out, watch himself out in the street. you're not, you might not get a whole lot of cooperation with that.
You ain't even thinking about no cars. You wanna
Gary,
go camping.
You got to come up here or not, Gary? Because I'm getting ready to go to the private side of this. Dennis is out there. Man, it's almost been 3 hours already. Only.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does, doesn't it? We had a blast about 2 weeks ago. There was a lot of. Your brother Bud there sent me a message. I don't know if I haven't listened to it. Evidently.
Oh, is that the one where Jamie was on?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, where is she?
Yeah, where is she tonight?
She's probably getting her New Year's celebration together.
She's probably on the dark side.
I don't even think there is a dark side. Let's see.
Be on the Darth Vader show.
See now, Gareth is on now
Sissy.
on his live stream.
Got to go heading over to Garris.
See, I just told you.
All right, you check back later, Gary.
Yep.
All right, well, I'll stay right here, right?
Now, according to, I just refreshed my browser. Tony's on, Daryl's on, the Hapster's on, and Honeyco is on.
Yeah, mine went down from 11 to 7 like that, so it must have been some of the lurkers.
Did you say Daryl's on too?
Daryl stay on.
Yeah, his is always on, but the light's on, but nobody's home sometimes.
I wonder how his business did tonight.
I don't know. I don't know. A lot of that, this pandemic has really killed a lot of.
Yeah, but if you're a bar, if you can't make money on New Year's Eve, you ain't making money.
No, but I don't think he's all upset about it. You know what I mean? His income, it isn't like he has to rely on the money. The money from the bar, kind of more of something to do.
Trying to get into my messenger, see if you send me the link.
Gary has a few health questions.
Nope.
Well, Gary, if you're on private, it'll be private after this live stream. Well, you can always come back.
2 o'clock?
Gary, you can always come over when you if you want to later on.
Let me see if I can get a response out of this one.
If you put it on private right here, everybody can read it, Gary. All you gotta do is switch over to private. You know what I mean? Private chat. Everybody can see it.
At 10 o'clock when she's up already.
Well, I'm gonna say goodnight to the folks in the background here.
Roger that.
Everybody else stay right here if you like. Thank you everyone for showing up tonight, and Happy New Year. And have the best fun you've ever had, huh?
See you next Friday.
See you next Friday.
Uh-oh. He just deleted himself.
No, I hope not. That's what it looked like. I'm gonna have to send him the link.
Gary did make it back.
Oh, I'm about to send you the link, Tommy. What's up, Big Brother Gary?
Well, he saves it. So anyway, thank you everybody out in the background there for coming on. We got to log off here again, man. Okay. I hit the wrong one. Happy New Year.
Gary, you look like your avatar. What's up?